Whether it's no chance in hell or time to play the game, the show still suffers you pain, brother. Woo!
Welcome back, guys. Fog Wrestling here for your SmackDown review for the 14th April 2023. This is the second SmackDown since WrestleMania, and already the product absolutely sucks. Now, last SmackDown sucked last week, so yeah, let's be honest, but this one was even worse. And we're only 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. We're still in like the WrestleMania season, we're still got hype from Mania. And if wrestling sucks at this point of the year, then what is it going to be like in 2 months, 3 months? We're just after Mania. We've got all the Mania hype, yet you have no Roman Reigns. You have no Brock Lesnar. Where's all the stars? Where's all the main eventers? You had nobody tonight. Literally nobody. They can try and push the Usos, Sami, Zayn and Kevin Owens as main guys. They can try and push Solo Sikoa and Riddle as main guys. But these are just mid-carders to me. Upper mid-carders. These ain't main eventers. Where are the main eventers in WWE now? Where are the guys that you go, I'm tuning in for him. I want to sit up to 3 AM to watch him. There's nobody. There's literally nobody. We've got this draft coming up. And why would you want to draft anybody here? I mean, there's no difference. Back in the day, you had McMahon and Flair fighting for the top guys, fighting for the top signatures. There is no top guys anymore. I mean, who you wouldn't really give a shit, let's be real. I mean, would getting the first pick in the draft these days really be a big deal, assuming that you can't pick Roman Reigns? I mean,
I know Roman Reigns is the only guy that you could say, because let's be real,
Brock doesn't get picked because he's
right. So let's just forget about Brock, Reigns, like Edge, those sort of people, Ray, right? People who have been there, done that. See, people that have held belts in recent years, like Rollins, Owens, Balor. It was donkeys ago. They've not held belts in in some cases 7 years. So who cares?
I mean, where is the main event scene? Just because Sokolo and Riddle were in the main event, just because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens took on the Usos in the main event, that doesn't make them main eventers. You can be in a main event but not be an overall main eventer, and these guys are not main eventers. Where is the fucking main guys on this show?
Nowhere to be seen, and like I said, just because you, like I said it during the show, it seems to be because Roman Reigns ain't there, so we're just going to have to deal with the mid-carders main eventing. When would this have been a thing back in the day, man?
Name any era from the past, and you straight away, you know who the top guys were. Even when they first did the brand split back in 2016, SmackDown, your top guys were Cena, AJ, Ambrose. That was the guys, that was your main eventers.
But no, it's mad, right? You're right.
But who's the main eventers on SmackDown now? Who is it? What, a tag team? Bullshit.
No, but see, back in the day...
Solo Sikoa's not a main eventer. He's an enforcer. He's the muscle. He is the fucking muscle for Roman Reigns. He's not. And Riddle is a mid-card guy that's been teaming up with Orton for 2 years.
No, how stacked...
These aren't main eventers.
No, I know, but listen...
But main eventers are guys that compete for world titles, win world titles. Who's doing that on this show? Fucking nobody.
And see those people that were complaining about 2001? That's how stacked 2001 is. TLC 3... Benoit, Jericho against the Dudleys, Hardys, and Edge and Christian, right? And see if that main event at SmackDown, it would have looked fucking out of place. How mad is that?
I know, and people will say, Zayn and Kevin Owens challenged for the world. That didn't count. They weren't winning the world belt. That was just to put another notch on Roman Reigns' fucking, pun intended, belt. I mean, there is no main eventers on SmackDown.
I know.
And see, to be honest, because Raw doesn't have a world title, there's barely any on Raw now either. I mean, the only 2 main eventers you've got on Raw are Cody and Brock. I mean,
Brock's not there.
Bobby Lashley has, over the past year, has been demoted to a mid-card US title level. And it's not his fault. But there's literally fucking no world title for him to compete for.
Exactly. See, because Reigns holds both belts and he's never there. It demotes everyone who doesn't really feud with him. Is it any surprise that Lesnar and Rhodes are the 2 that are feud as the main eventers? Because Brock always will be. But you've got Cody who just feuded with Reigns. Is that a surprise? No.
Who is the top 5 main who in WWE? Who's the top 5 main eventers? Right. For me, you've got Roman Reigns, obviously as a champ. Then you've got Brock and Cody, who I'd say Obviously, Brock is Brock Lesnar, but Cody, I think, is the flavour of the month or whatever. You know, I'd say they're a close second and third. I could not tell you who fourth and fifth are.
I know, honestly, Seth Rollins, maybe?
Really?
I
Seth
don't know.
Rollins? What's he done?
I know he loses every match. Like,
I mean, when was the last time he had a world title? He's been stuck again mid-card, been losing US title matches to Theory, taking on Logan Paul. I don't really see Seth Rollins as a top guy. I mean, Drew McIntyre, since he lost to Roman Reigns, he's been absolutely nowhere. Mid-card, you got Braun Strowman, the monster among men, in a fucking jobber tag team match, a jobber tag team with Ricochet, whereas in 2017, this guy was literally, stalking Roman Reigns. I'm not finished with you, and he felt like a main eventer. I mean, Bray Wyatt in the past has felt like a main event. We don't even know where fucking Bray Wyatt is.
LA Knight should be fourth.
But he's not.
No.
The point is, who is?
I don't know.
Who's fourth and fifth?
I couldn't tell you a definitive answer. I mean, I would probably look at the Bloodline or Owens or Zayn, and that's our problem because they're not main eventers. I think you've only got 3 main eventers.
You have 3 main eventers.
And 2 of them don't show up.
And the other one's on Raw, so it's like, how can SmackDown win? I mean, how can this show win? Absolutely crazy.
This show sucked, troops. No other way to describe it. We kick off with a Bloodline.
Yeah, we kick off with No, we don't. We kick off with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
And the Bloodline.
Well, Zayn and Owens
Well, it's the same generic pitch. Oh, the Bloodline are dangerous. They will be back. I am a boring Canadian now that I am no longer in the Bloodline. See this fucking gimmick of these two kissing each other's asses? I don't trust you, Sami. Nah, see people, right? They can talk about the build-up to that. Sami Zayn died after he lost to Roman Reigns. It is what it is.
He did. And you know what? You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, it was inevitable.
You knew as soon as Sami Zayn left the Bloodline and his little feud with Roman Reigns was over, you just knew when he went into that tag team with Kevin Owens, he was going to go back to literally just being a wrestler.
Yeah.
Just being a guy that fights to win championships.
Exactly.
Just being Kevin Owens' best friend.
That's not a gimmick. That's what he is in fucking real life. No one likes him in real life.
I think the best Sami Zayn stuff was when he was doing the conspiracy theory stuff. No, don't get me wrong, I like the Bloodline stuff, but I mean, at the moment, he is simply just Kevin Owens' best friend, and they're fighting to hold the tag team championships. That's not a gimmick. That doesn't impress me. The Usos come out. It's 3-on-2. Matt Riddle makes the save. They didn't even play his theme song. I mean, can't even get anything right. At least play his theme song and let the crowd, get excited. Bro,
is Matt Riddle fourth on the main event list?
Nah, Matt Riddle's a jobber.
I agree with that.
I mean, maybe Edge would be fourth, but again, he's not really there, is he? So I don't know. But you think about it, I mean, back to that topic, where are the main event guys in WWE? Where are they?
Nowhere. I don't know. It's a joke.
I mean, look at AJ Styles, right? 2016, 17, 18, whatever, right? Felt like a massive main eventer. Was the champion. Where's he been since then? Fucking mid-card, legit stuck in as middle as you can go in the pack.
But you know what, right? It's not just WWE. And you look at AEW. They've Jericho, Sting, they've the Hardys, they've Christian. What the fuck are they doing with them?
And their main events featuring 4 pillars that are absolutely shit.
And 4 vanilla midgets. Literally vanilla midgets.
Aye, vanilla midgets. We go backstage after this attack and Paul Heyman's talking up Solo Sikoa. He says, you're tonight, Roman Reigns says you're taking on Matt Riddle for the no title because the belts aren't here tonight, buddy. So yeah, you're taking on Matt Riddle, and Paul Heyman starts naming off all these Samoans that Solo Sikoa needs to win in favour of or in honour of or whatever. And then Solo stops him and he's like, no, calm down, Paul.
You don't mention Omega's name.
I'll get the job done. Then we go to the next first match of the night. LA Knight versus Xavier Woods. King Woods, so to speak. I don't know if King Woods was the last guy to win the King of the Ring tournament, but again, this just goes to show you the King of the Ring tournament means absolutely nothing. I couldn't tell you who the last King of the Ring winner was. I know Woods has won it. I know Corbin's won it. I know Nakamura have all won it recently, but I could not tell you who the last person was. It doesn't feel special anymore. It's garbage, and a King of the Ring shouldn't happen every year. In my honest opinion, it's like a King should be like a special thing. Shouldn't just be something that's dished out every single year.
It's funny though. I could tell you every King of the Ring for the early 90s right up to like 2002.
Aye, in order,
but not the last one.
But I couldn't tell you the last three in order.
Exactly, it's a disgrace.
I mean, I'm assuming it's Corbin, Nakamura, Woods, but I wouldn't say that with any sort of.
Yeah, like they kind of refer to like all three of them. Like I mean, because with Corbin, it's kind of like he changed gimmick rather than he's not the last one to do it. If you know what I mean. So. It's what it is. All three of them sucked and went nowhere, so it doesn't really matter.
Xavier Woods beats LA Knight with a roll up and he pulls the tights. LA Knight complaining. I mean, this guy's complaining about why he was left off Mania. I think he should be complaining why he's losing to Xavier fucking Woods.
See Triple H, man, honestly. I think it's disgusting the amount of, like, the leeway he gets. People just blame it on Vince. They'll blame this on him. They'll blame this on Vince's back booking it.
He wasn't in here tonight, apparently.
I know, but what about everything? When has LA Knight actually looked strong since coming up to the main roster?
Never.
Cut his promos, right? He loses a fucking lights out match to a mental health patient bastard.
Who we haven't really seen since.
What was the point of that, right? And again, I actually ranted about this in the NXT. What was the point of Grayson Waller losing to Johnny Gargano just to become #1 contender?
I know, retarded. Absolutely
What's
retarded.
The point?
I mean, shouldn't he have beat Johnny Gargano and then that gives him more momentum? Right. Then you think, oh Christ, he's beat Gargano, he's now the #1 contender. He's a real threat for Carmelo Hayes.
And I'm all for, right, like legends beating newcomers because, legends, but fucking Johnny Gargano's a bum.
Yeah, let's not even try and pretend that Johnny Gargano's a fucking legend.
Naked Midian is a bigger legend.
And on that note, guys, we'll move on. We go backstage. Imperium are just boring us all to death,
They're
really.
Speaking in different languages I don't care about.
None of it's English, though.
In Guntenstein, Casper, see, Arriba, I am boring as fuck, my friend.
Aye, so they were saying some stupid shit. Not Trump. Woods comes up with the trombone.
Wish it was Trump.
I wish it was the big Donny T. Woods comes up with the trombone, starts playing the trombone. Ludwig Kaiser is like, what are you doing? We are trying to train here. You imbecile. And it's like, what do you mean fucking train? He's talking backstage. I mean, I doubt him playing the trombones, like, destroying your whatever conversation.
I did destroy my brain cells, to be fair, but...
Gunther says that he's a joke. Woods says, you've held that belt a long time. I've not had a shot yet. Me, you next week. Boom, there you go. Intercontinental title match made for next week. Woods versus Gunther. I mean, we all know who's winning this one.
I mean, Woods says he's the hottest free agent.
Who?
That's what Woods said in the promo.
Woods said that?
Aye, he did, like, he's the hottest free agent.
I never caught that.
As hot as ice cream.
Damn. Aye, not melted ice cream that's been heated up. Just ice cream taken freshly out the freezer.
He's colder than the other side of the pillow. He's fucking fish.
Damn. But yeah, next week you get Woods versus Gunther. Which,
I wonder who will win.
Yeah, I don't really want to see that.
I don't want either to win.
What do we get next? We get Kayla Braxton backstage with Damian Priest. Damian Priest basically talks a little bit about Bad Bunny. Says that if Bad Bunny, puts his hands on his family again, then he'll have to put his hands on Bad Bunny. So we get that. Then Damian Priest goes out, cuts another promo. He gets interrupted by the LWO. Selena Vega comes out at the front, and then Rhea Ripley charges halfway up the ramp, just so this can take Rhea Ripley out the ring, so that the Legado del Fantasma can come in and hit their drop kicks on the two male guys. So this was just to simply get the female out of the ring, so it didn't look awkward. And it's like, I mean, this is just garbage.
No, it is. This whole... I've actually seen people say that Rhea Ripley should be in contention to dethrone Roman Reigns.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But yet she can't take any hits for LWO, or they can't take hits for her.
Yeah, we get the match, and then obviously both factions get involved, and every time you see women, men, and intergender like spots, it's an absolute mess because the men can't do anything to the women. The women kind of just have to stand there and wait for their opportunity, and it's just so fucking awkward. It's like you've got all the men brawling, and then you've got Selena Vega who's just standing there, and you know she can't do anything. She has to wait on her opportunity, and her opportunity is obviously attacking Rhea Ripley. And it's like, it's crazy. You could add 100 members to Legado del Fantasma. You could add 100 members to the LWO, and it wouldn't change anything. If those 100 members were male, it wouldn't change anything for Selena Vega because she would still have to go one-on-one with Rhea Ripley. Like, what kind of dog shit mentality is this?
I know, literally, like, it's...
if they can't interact, then they shouldn't be fucking out there at all. It was different back in the day when the women were actually fallets because you knew that they weren't really getting physically involved, right? But you can't have Rhea Ripley running around, like, attacking men, but then the men can't do anything to her. It just looks so fucking stupid, man. It does. It's horrible.
But yet, they'll have her beating up Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, I mean, it's different if they want to, like... It was different like when Stephanie McMahon was managing Triple H, and you know, maybe she would do like the odd like leg pull or slap somebody when they were like hanging out there. She wasn't like physically, you know, getting in the ring and attacking them and hitting power bombs on them and shit like that. And eventually, you know, she would get her up and comings or whatever.
Exactly.
But it's like
hit a rock bottom or something.
But now, I mean, you don't get that. The male superstars get beat up by the women, but they never get their payback, and they just look like bitches. So I mean. It is what it is.
Oh, this entire fucking match made us look like bitches, man. What was it?
And imagine Stephanie McMahon was power. I mean, like scoop slamming The Rock.
I know, come on. Embarrassing.
I mean, come on to fuck here.
What are we doing?
The big LG, Luke Gallows. No wonder they've not been seen since they got beat up by Rhea Ripley. And some people actually believe that she should be the one to take the belt off Roman Reigns. Man, are you shitting me? Damian Priest hits like a spin-out powerbomb to get the win. Selena Vega hit a Hurricane Rana on Rhea Ripley that looked really, really bad. I mean, nothing positive to say about this match. It was bad. It was bad. That was it, really. We go on to, up next, Rey Mysterio came out, by the way. So he basically let the LWO get beat up, and then at the end they came out to make the save. I mean, why wasn't he out there for the beginning?
He looked in good shape, I'll give him that.
Oh, he's the best guy they've got, like, no doubt about it. But it's like
he's the most over guy on the show.
Oh, he is like 100%, but it's I just, you know, I don't really get it.
No, I don't really get it either, like, but he came out, battered his son. Rhea Ripley and Selena Vega had to sell injuries while all this was going on, though.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, that's what it is. Fuck, wasn't that good? I mean, but... yeah.
Back, we get with bloody Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan title celebration. Come on, that's what it's at.
Alright, Raquel
that's
comes...
what we're here for.
Raquel and Liv Morgan come out now. Nothing new. Well, I say nothing new. Liv Morgan came out without a bra on. People were marking it over this. I didn't even notice it. But yeah, people think this is great. Raquel does her whole back flex thing, showing off her muscles.
Raquel probably came out without a bra as well. Wouldn't know though.
Well, she doesn't fucking need one, to be honest. Yeah, again, I mean, who cares? Like, I don't understand. Liv Morgan's fucking horrible on the mic, right? She's so fucking cringy. All she does is she'll say a line, and then she'll go, and she'll do this, like, stupid laugh. Or this,
rock and roll.
Or this smiley face, and it's like, it is garbage. It is absolute garbage. But what I really don't get is why people actually love Liv Morgan. Why do people think Liv Morgan's great? I mean, I could understand it if people thought Liv Morgan was hot, but they don't. They actually genuinely think that Liv Morgan's this great fucking wrestler. And she's, this amazing character. And that she deserves to hold fucking 27 world titles simultaneously like Roman Reigns for 10 million years. I mean, what? No. Doesn't deserve to hold a shitey tag team belt. Never mind a world belt. Liv Morgan absolutely sucks.
It's just whoever the agenda's for, though. Because, like, if you go on Twitter, right, most of them hate Charlotte. They hate, like, not Rhea Ripley. Ronda Rousey, but yet these other people who they think haven't had a fair shot. We have to back them. Fucking pish, man. Or they're like, oh, why you adding the Steiners to the game and not like Layla? I'll tell you why, because the Steiners are one of the greatest tag teams of all fucking time, that's why.
And Layla's just...
a bum. Fucking one of the Mrs.
Well, here, I don't mind Layla, like, but I mean, she's not the Steiners.
Aye, but my point is, it's people like that. Like, they'd rather, like, fucking Ashley Mazzaro be in the game than Scott Steiner. Come on.
Well, that's the closest we're going to get to seeing Ashley Massaro, isn't it? So,
No, she's dead.
Rest in peace, Ashley.
Just like this fucking product.
Then we get Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green coming out. I don't get it. Like, Chelsea Green, when she first debuted, had the whole Karen gimmick going, and now she's still kind of got that, but it's like, why has she just been forced into a tag team? Tag teams are for... See, when they don't have anything for you, you just get thrown into a tag team. That's what that is. See, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, they can pretend like they're champions. They can pretend like they've got a good spot in the card and that their careers are going somewhere. But see, in reality, careers are going nowhere. It's like, oh, we don't have anything for her. We don't have anything for her. You know what? Screw it. Let's put them together and put them in a tag team. That's what these women's belts are for.
Exactly. That's all it is. Just forcing people into teams. No teams whatsoever. I mean, what is this team here? Sonya Deville's nose near fucking poked us through the TV, man.
And originally they put Chelsea Green with Carmella, which I thought made a bit more sense. They looked like more of a team. I don't know, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green just don't really look like a team.
I know, was Sonya Deville not like a face there for a little while?
No.
No?
No.
Shows how much time I pay attention, folks. Are they going to win the tag titles, though? Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. We thought it was going to be Ronda and Wee Connor coming out, but it wasn't.
Ronda and Shayna, but that didn't happen. Then they got in a bit of a brawl. And yeah, I guess they're going to be the champs. Liv Morgan says that they're going to speak to Pierce and make it official. Or some garbage.
Unless you're Paul Heyman, where you can just make matches on the fucking fly.
Yeah, like Paul Heyman just makes his own fucking matches. Then we see Nakamura come out. Nakamura is back from his return, and honestly, just didn't even feel like the guy was gone. He's supposed to be a big deal. We're supposed to be, excited to see Nakamura back, but why would we be excited? People are freaking out because he came back out in his black gear that he had in NXT. Is his colour of fucking ring gear really a reason to get excited about this show? Oh, he came out in the classic black that he used to wear in NXT black and gold. I mean, who gives a shit?
I know.
I wouldn't give a shit if he came out butt naked. The guy sucks. Black, red, black and gold. Doesn't it fucking matter what he comes out in?
Exactly, man. Nakamura will run his contract down and go to AEW. You heard it here first.
You think so?
Well, I don't know. We're going to do 50 people that need released. What good's Nakamura?
I don't know.
Do you think if Nakamura booked right can go into your top 5?
Aye. I think the fact he's Japanese and he's foreign, that gives him an advantage over all these other bums.
But he can't cut a promo to save his life.
I know. Well, I think
his best gimmick was booting AJ Styles and the Boss.
I know, but then he was like, "Me no speak English." I mean, come on, I got to respect that. Hold on, you don't think Nakamura's got more potential than
Madcap
America?
Moss?
Aye.
Well, obviously he does, but that doesn't mean he's good.
I would rather see Nakamura in the main event than Seth Rollins. Every day of the fucking week.
I would too. I don't like Seth Rollins.
No, I just think Nakamura.
Yes, but right.
I think he's got more than...
He was off TV there for 6 months. Was he missed? No. That's my point.
Didn't feel like he was gone.
Aye.
But anyway, speaking of someone that's been gone, but now he's back, and we certainly didn't miss this guy. Madcap Moss. Emma's backstage telling them, "Look, you're Madcap Moss. You're better than Nakamura. Go out and show why you're going to be the number one draft pick in this WWE draft." Madcap Moss goes out to the ring and gets beaten about 2 minutes. But that's not enough, because he gets back in the ring after he loses and he gets beat up again. And then Emma runs round the ring and she pulls Madcap Moss out. She grabs him by the feet and she pulls him out the ring. Are we really supposed to believe that fucking Emma can pull Madcap Moss? The size of Madcap Moss, she's pulling him out the ring while Nakamura's got this guy in a submission.
I know.
That's phony. That's fucking phony.
It's embarrassing.
Now, if Nakamura's got this guy in an armbar or a submission, would Emma really just be able to pull him fucking easily out the ring?
No.
when he's lying back on his back, all that weight.
I don't win Nakamura. Come on.
When Nakamura, a submission locked in.
Dead on.
But, I mean, whatever. We're talking probably over £400, and Emma just comes and swipes him at the ring like it's nothing.
Like swipes him like a fucking credit card.
Oh, God. I think my brain's been swiped watching this shit. Nakamura wins, of course. We then go backstage and we see Scarlett laying down a tarot card, and the tarot card's got a picture of Nakamura on it, and then Karrion Kross punches his fist on the table and he says, "Tick-tock, tick-tock." Then Michael Cole says Nakamura's time's running out, and so's Matt Riddle's, because we're moving on to the main event. Well, let's not move on to the main event just yet. Let's talk about how fucking shite Karrion Kross is here. The guy that's never won a match, and now we're supposed to believe that Nakamura's career's ticking away.
Like, what did Triple H do with Karrion Kross? What did he do?
I mean, brought him in, had him win. He won like a couple of matches, and then I think he's lost everyone since.
He came in. It was almost like you were getting like a triple threat feud with him, McIntyre, and Reigns.
For a couple of weeks, it felt kind of big, and then it just faded out into a terrible feud between him and Drew, where he lost every match.
Triple H has been a fucking flop. I don't care what anyone says, man. Honestly. Bray Wyatt coming out, cutting this. Oh, it's all about the fans. Well, fuck the fans. And fuck you, Bray.
I'm pretty sure Karrion Kross was laying down the challenge for Roman Reigns as well. I'm sure when Roman Reigns was in the ring, Scarlett put down the time thing to signal, here, your time as champion's coming to an end.
Is now. You can't see me.
No, but that's what happened. Like, but all of a sudden, you know, that just kind of got put to the sword. You had Drew McIntyre just bury Karrion Kross. Then Drew moved on to feud with Imperium and team up with Sheamus, and then Madcap Moss has literally been a jobber.
Say you were living under a rock, right, and you didn't know Vince was away. You would just think, why has Vince brought all these people back that he released? You would not think that there's not been drastic changes, man. Honestly, now. People sitting on Twitter tonight, oh, you can tell Vince booked this show. Oh, aye, because the ones with Triple H were fucking brilliant.
No, I don't get it. Every show since Mania sucked. But the one that probably sucked the least was Raw. I'm not counting NXT, by the way. But out of SmackDown and Raw, I think the one that sucked the least was the Raw after Mania, purely for the Brock Lesnar segments. Yeah, and that's the one that we know McMahon was definitely in charge of. So the one show that we know that McMahon was in charge of, out of the four, was the best. Apparently McMahon's not been at the SmackDown tonight. He wasn't at SmackDown last week. Apparently he wasn't at Raw on Monday there.
Exactly.
Yet people are saying that Raw on Monday was great because Triple H was in charge of it. Oh, even despite people having flight delays and all this trouble, Triple H still puts on a better show than McMahon. I mean, did you watch Raw? It was fucking terrible.
I know, it was garbage. It was just... See with Raw though, I feel like it was just... It was just dull. I feel like with this, I don't know, man, it just felt even worse. We didn't have a Cody Rhodes promo to save it.
I had nothing to save this. Right, moving on. Not main event. Braun Strowman and Ricochet are walking backstage. They're talking. We don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they're talking. I mean, what could these two guys have in common?
I know, literally. No idea, man.
It's like Big Cook, Little Cook, you know what I mean? It's like just fucking weird.
Watch where you're going, Ben. Watch you don't get a bit of mess on your chinos. I fuck off, mate.
The Viking Raiders come in and attack them. They powerbomb Ricochet through a table. They throw some lead pipes onto Braun. And then the commentary team put over Valhalla. And Michael Cole's like, Valhalla, barking orders. Valhalla, right? It's fucking 5'4", fucking ugly looking Sarah Logan. Run the boot bare feet. Like, what the fuck is this gimmick?
I know. It's absolutely horrendous, man.
It's just running around like a wee fucking troll. And yet, we're supposed to believe that she's... No, but it's the way they push it. She's barking the orders like she's in control.
I know.
Look at it. I mean, look at the Viking Raiders. Yet, this wee fucking midget troll's in control of them.
Another person. Why bring them back? Come on.
No, but it's like, she's not in control of nothing.
I know. Nobody's in control of anything. This show's garbage. The only thing it's in control of is the ratings going down.
Right, moving on. Main event, Matt Riddle
It's actually mid-card event.
Yeah, it's the mid-card main event. The mid-card main, or whatever. I don't know. 2 mid-carders in the fucking main event. Paul Heyman comes out with the bloodline and he says that in 2 weeks' time, we're getting a WrestleMania rematch for the tag titles. And Paul Heyman says that the Usos will win because Roman Reigns is getting sick of you two. He's losing his patience with you two now. Heyman was looking at the Usos, but the Usos didn't see it. And it's like, what one is it? You've got Sami Zayn constantly saying that Roman Reigns is using the Usos to do his dirty work and that Roman Reigns is trying to keep them on side so he can remain in power. But then you've got Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns like every week, like kind of insinuating that they're going to like kick a member of the Usos out or maybe even both members out. And it's like, well, which one is it? Either Roman Reigns is keeping the Usos in the bloodline to keep himself strong, or he's had enough of the Usos and he wants to kick them out. Which one is it?
Exactly. I just don't get this feud. I don't know, it's just getting very old, right? And the fact that Paul Heyman can phone Roman Reigns and make a title match despite this would make sense if the Usos still had the belts, wouldn't it? But it's the fact the other two have got Zayn and Owens got the belts. This is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, should it not be Adam Pearce that is making this match in 2 weeks' time?
Well, I know, why couldn't Heyman have said, I spoke with our tribal chief and we made it official with Adam Pearce. That makes half a sense, right? This just would not happen back in the day, man. It's retarded. Imagine if Evolution, right, lost the titles to fucking, I don't know, Benjamin Charlie Haas, and he's like, Ric Flair's like, I spoke to Triple H and
Batista and Randy are getting their title shots 2 weeks' time. It's like, what? How the fuck can Triple H decide that?
My big nose knows everything. Get it? Knows everything.
Hey, moving on.
That's plenty.
Main event time. Solo Sikoa, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle comes back. He's just back and already he loses. Doesn't feel that big to me.
He's a bum, man. He's in rehab. He's just Jeff Hardy without socks, isn't he?
Well, I think he's missing a bit more than just socks, like.
Shoes.
If that was the only difference between Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy, Matt Riddle would be loving fucking life.
Fucking shit. Shit ton of charisma. Yeah, they're on the drugs, man. They're fucking same person.
Aye. But yeah, Solo Sikoa hits the spike. Witt gets the win. Puts Riddle through a table. He leaves with the bloodline. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens check on Riddle, and that's it. That is it.
Can you check on me? I'm done.
We also got Viking Raiders versus Braun Strowman and Ricochet announced for next week. We got Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green versus the Champs announced for next week. And we've also got Xavier Woods versus Gunther announced for next week. And then obviously the tag team title match that we spoke about. So 4 matches were made tonight.
See, by the time next week comes around though, you've like 10 days to the pay-per-view. What happened to the build? You know what I mean?
I know.
Why none of these matches getting built? It's just here.
Well, let's be real.
It's just like the Bloodline's getting built and they're like, fuck the rest of them.
The end of these matches really deserve to be on a pay-per-view.
What's main event? Is it going to be Brock Cody?
Has to be. Well, Roman Reigns ain't going to be there.
He won't. He's done.
I mean, the last time I remember seeing Nakamura was, remember that time he was kind of like confronting Roman Reigns and the Bloodline beat him up?
It was the World Cup was his last appearance.
Ah, well, who cares? He's not getting anywhere near title shot. Look, and I'm giving this show a 0. I thought this show was fucking garbage. I'd say this was the worst show since Mania, hands down.
Easily, yeah. 0 out of 10 for me. I know we gave Dynamite minus 60, but in terms of WWE, this was the worst.
I gave Dynamite a 1.
I gave
last night.
I gave last week's minus 60. So.
Alright, okay.
Minus 60 will be hard to fucking beat.
I'm sure somebody will beat it. That's it, guys. 0 out of 10. Just a really, really poor show. But what do you expect? It's WWE. We're on the road to backlash. But I honestly just want this road to end. Face it. We've faced it. Wrestling will never be good again. The sooner you can admit that, the better we can all move on with our lives and accept this garbage wrestling. That's it, though, guys. Till next time. And yes, we will have over the weekend 50 wrestlers that need released from the WWE. So keep an eye out for that video. It's going to be a long one. I mean, I could imagine that being at least an hour long. 50 wrestlers. I can rant on a lot of them. So yeah, keep your
You
eye.
could probably do 100 if you want it.
100 there, buddy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Till then, though. Peace.